When people today use the words seek and pursue, they are rarely referring to peace. Instead, those words are used to describe their own personal goals and ambition. Someone would seek fame and fortune. Someone pursues an elite status, perhaps success. For many, those goals lead them to pursue higher education. Now, Satan takes full advantage of the desire that we have to learn. He offers advanced education in his system to the highest bidder. In fact, many students today in 2014, on average, will leave owing $33,000 in debt. On the other hand, Jehovah offers divine education free of charge for all who want to take advantage of it. Are we making full use of what Jehovah has offered us? Seeking theocratic goals and pursuing them can be the first step to utilizing all of Jehovah's education. We'd like to take a few minutes to interview some in our local circuit who have made the new school for kingdom evangelizers their goal. First, we'd like to talk to Todd and Tiana Mason, pioneers from the Foster Road congregation. Now, Brother and Sister Mason have recently had their application submitted to this new school. We can start by talking to Brother Mason. Now, reaching out to qualify for this school, we know isn't easy. No doubt there were many adjustments that you had to make. What was your biggest hurdle?
The biggest adjustment or hurdle for me was to start regular pioneering. The reason why is because, to be honest, I never actually had the desire to pioneer.
You're telling me you didn't want to pioneer, but you were going to go to a school for pioneers.
I know, right? I needed to make some adjustments. But even though I didn't want to pioneer, I did love the thought of serving Jehovah full time. And so I needed to change my attitude. I needed to make some adjustments in my attitude and my thinking. So with lots of prayer and with a lot of good peer pressure from Tiana, we made that goal reachable, and I started pioneering.
Excellent. You know, positive peer pressure and prayer, we know those can adjust many an attitude. So, Tiana, what about you? You were already pioneering. So what obstacles did you have?
Well, at the time, my personal study habits were weak, to say the least.
That could be a daunting flaw, considering that we know this is an intense course of study.
Yeah, so I knew I needed to make adjustments in this area, and so being married and working and pioneering makes for a very busy schedule, so I knew I needed to buy out the time. I wasn't just going to have it. So I've never been a morning person, but Jehovah has helped me to become one, and so now I get up earlier every day so I can have time for my personal study and daily Bible reading.
Now, excellent. Now, so for those of us that may also not be morning people, have you noticed a difference?
I really have. Since I've taken it serious to do my daily Bible reading and personal study, along with praying earnestly to Jehovah to help mold us to be useful to Him, I've noticed a huge difference. So this has been the greatest and most beneficial adjustment for me personally, because now I can honestly say that I look forward to my study every day, and if I do skip a day, I truly do miss it.
Yeah, it sounds like you've made some wonderful adjustments, both of you. Now, how have you benefited from working towards these goals?
Well, Tiana and I view serving Jehovah as our career. And with that choice comes a lot of benefits. With that, we have more time to study, to learn about Jehovah, His dealings with His people. And it also helps us build faith in the promises that He has for the future. And with us having this goal together, working on it together, allows us to spend more time as a couple, which has just incredibly strengthened our marriage and continues to help us grow every day.
Yeah, and since we didn't meet the requirements at the time we heard about this school, we decided to apply some of the suggestions from the Kingdom Ministry and serve where the need was greater.
Okay, that's great, following the Kingdom Ministry's direction. So what did you get to do?
Well, we got to go to Panama and help a small English congregation there, and we really, really enjoyed it. We were able to see really how we would do in a different culture, different food and climate, along with being away from our family and friends. But it really was an encouraging experience, and it made us feel even more resolved to want to apply for the school or qualify for the school. So it was neat to firsthand be able to see how there's really no shortage of benefits working towards a goal for Jehovah.
Excellent. So it sounds like you've done so much already. How do you feel about the opportunities in sacred service that lie ahead for you?
Well, we could say we're really excited. We know as long as we stay willing and ready to serve Jehovah in any capacity that He has for us, we know that He will make sure to and reward us with very meaningful work.
Yeah, we're really, really excited. I love the stories in the Watchtower of faithful older ones who have lived these very long, faithful lives to Jehovah in full-time service, and they set such a good example of taking any assignment that Jehovah's, or accepting any assignment that Jehovah's organization gives to you, and then enjoy the journey along the way. And so we're really excited to do all we can to serve God.
Thank you both. We look forward to seeing you succeed in your goals in Jehovah's service. I would like to hear from Sister Katie Humphres, a pioneer in the Romanian congregation. Sister Humphres, one of the new aspects of the Kingdom Evangelizers School was the inclusion of single sisters. How did you respond when you heard that change?
I was really excited when they made that announcement, but at the time I didn't feel that I qualified.
Now, to be fair, Sister Humphres, you actually did qualify. If you were to read the application and check off all the boxes, right?
Technically, yes, I qualified, but before that time, I had gotten into a bit of a spiritual rut. I had let my study habits slide, and I didn't feel that I qualified.
Okay, so then what did you do to change that?
I really started focusing on keeping my Bible reading daily and getting back to my former good study habits. Also, I've really been trying to learn as much as I can from special pioneers in my hall, so I can be effective in whatever territory I might end up in.
How do you think you benefited by making that extra effort to reach out for this school?
Like the Masons, I tried serving where the need is greater, and I really got a taste of what it would be like to take the lead in an unworked territory last year in the special campaign in Romania. It was amazing.
Okay, and so can you clarify for all of us, what do you mean unworked territory?
I mean that we were literally mapping the town that we were preaching in so that in case anyone from the local congregation was able to come back and preach there, they'd be able to find our return visits and Bible studies. There was a lot of joy and satisfaction knowing that we were pushing the boundaries of the preaching work, and I consider it a highlight in my life.
Yeah, so you didn't think you'd be a map maker, did you? So, with all you've done so far, what do you feel about the opportunities that lie ahead for you in sacred service?
I'm really excited. I'm really grateful that this school is possible for single sisters, but I'm happy not just for myself, but because I know so many wonderful single sisters that are always seeking out what else they can do in Jehovah's service, and now there's an opportunity for them where there wasn't one before. And I really feel like Jehovah and his organization are going to be able to make fuller use of their willing spirit.
Yeah, thank you so much. We know that Jehovah will bless your efforts as you pursue your goals and make yourselves available to be used. Thank you all. At Isaiah 48:17, we're reminded there, it says, I, Jehovah, am your God. The